Preston's here from D.A. Davidson with this week's MarketWatch news. So let's start off with today. It's Jobs Friday. What do you know about it?
It is. Well, the expectation is that we add 190,000 jobs and unemployment should stay at 3.9%. Those are good numbers. The Fed will be looking at it. Of course, it's the cue as to whether or not the economy is strong enough to absorb another interest rate hike, or is the job market softening. This is kind of the last one before we get the summer employment number. So this is a good number for them to focus on. So it's out any minute, and the expected number is 190,000 added, 3.9 unemployment. So we'll see where we come in from there.
All right, and let's back up a little to yesterday. It sounds like the market sold off again.
It did, yeah. Both the Dow and the S&P were off. The Dow has been now down 4 out of the last 5 trading days. We had a little bit of a snapback rally on Tuesday, or Wednesday, excuse me, following Tuesday's big sell-off, but couldn't hold it. Now the Dow is actually negative for the year. The S&P is barely holding on to a positive return for the year. The NASDAQ, which is pretty technology heavy, is actually up almost 8% for the year. So not quite halfway through the year, and we're kind of right back where we started in January.
All right, and last but not least, it sounds like the tariffs are coming.
Tariffs are coming. In fact, they begin today. That was part of the sell-off yesterday, was the fact that it was happening today. The steel import, or the 25% tariff on steel, 10% on aluminum. The European Union president came out and said that they were going to enact some tariffs on our imports, as has Mexico. Canada has now said that they're going to fight it. They're going to take it to the world, whatever the world governing body is, and say they can't do this. So it's going to get more complicated. But as we've seen now, the new talk today is NAFTA is going to be renegotiated as far as the president is concerned, and so he drives people to the table. So like it or hate it, he's driving people to the table and having conversations. All
right, well, it sounds like things are bound to get interesting over the next few weeks.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back after this break.